Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. I think it's April 9th, and in just a few days, we will be starting our online instruction. And I just wanted to give you one last update on how this is going to work. At this point, I have finalized procedures. There were some things we were investigating. And so I just want to take a few minutes to lay this stuff out. So let's look at the website. First of all, this is the Math2 website, but those of you in AFM, this would apply as well. Up at the top, you can see some important IDs that you need to do. Math2, just a reminder, we're going to take that Unit 3 Go Formative test next week, be looking at that material with the review stuff that has been posted on Go Formative. We will open up that test next Wednesday for you to take. You're also going to need an Edpuzzle ID, those of you in Math 2, and here are the class codes that you will need for either first or fourth period. Here is the assignments. AFM, you have something very similar to this. I'll show you that in just a moment. Math 2, you can see I've got the assignments posted here for the first 3 weeks. It tells you what video to watch. Here is a blank copy of the notes for you to print off and take if you'd like to do some on the same sheet of paper. Here's a blank copy of the homework for each day. And you'll notice that right here it says to submit your homework on Go Formative. So the homework will also be on Go Formative. You can fill in your answers there. Here's a blank copy for you to do work on if you would like, and I will eventually have links to the answers for the homework so that you can see the explanations. Now, I want to scroll down here to the calendar. Regardless of whether you are AFM or Math 2, this will be true for you. So these are my office hours. Every day I'll have some time set aside for each subject area, and I have varied those times each day to just try to hit everybody's sweet spot. You can see on Monday I have 45 minutes set aside for AFM at 1, 45 minutes for Math 2 set aside at 2. You can see the times for each one. Tuesday, 11 o'clock AFM, 1 o'clock Math 2. Wednesday, 1 o'clock Math 2, 2 o'clock AFM. Thursday, 11 o'clock AFM, 12 noon Math 2. Now, in order to sign on to those video conferencing sessions, you should have at this point received a flurry of emails in your student emails, and those are invitations to conferences. You do not have to reply to those. You do not have to sign on if you don't need to each one of those days. But if you want to get on for the video conference and get some assistance and ask some questions, you will need to follow those links that are in your student email. So you should have received a link for each day that there's a conference set up for each Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. If you can't find your link in your email, email me. I will send that link out to you. Now, if these times do not work out for you on Monday through Thursday, again, always send me an email, say, this is not going to work, I've got some questions, we'll make something happen. Okay, the important thing is that we want you guys to get the material and learn the concepts. Let's talk about Fridays. Fridays are going to be by appointment, and you're going to need to scroll down to the next calendar in order to make an appointment. This is what it looks like, and of course this is this week, Monday, April the 6th through Sunday, April the 12th. It says no available appointments for this time range, so I'm going to hit this to go to the next week, and you can see, and this will pull up your calendar that you have, and then it'll have all these appointment slots. These are all open, and these are 20-minute appointments that I have set up beginning Friday morning through Friday afternoon. there are 18 appointments there for you to make with me on Friday if you need to ask some personalized questions and you don't want to have to share the time with a larger video conference. And you just pick whichever one of these appointments you'd like. If it's open, let's say you want to pick the Friday, April 17th at 10:20. You click that appointment and it gives you an opportunity to book that appointment. And if you want it, you can click save. If you change your mind, click cancel, and that appointment stays open. Okay. Back up here to the regular office hours on these video conferences. Each one of these are 45 minutes long. If by 20 minutes into this conference nobody has shown up, I'm going to sign off and we're just going to call it good for that day because apparently nobody needs to be there. So it says that Math 2 starts at 2 o'clock on Monday afternoon as far as a video conference. By 2:20, if no one has shown up, my assumption is going to be that nobody needs my assistance. So I will be logging off. If it's 2:22 and you, for whatever reason, have been held up and you need to get into the conference and you log on and I'm not there, shoot me an email. We'll take care of it. So that's the Math 2 schedule right here. Everybody has the same calendar. Let's look at the AFM schedule real quick. Up here at the top, AFM, just a reminder, you're going to need a Delta Math ID, and I have the teacher code here for that. Make sure you get set up with that and pick the appropriate class. Here is, things are pretty much the same for you guys as they have been all semester. The videos you can look at, the notes. Sometimes there are links to completed notes. I will eventually have the answers to the homework posted out here. And the way that we're going to do the assessments with AFM is that we've got these modules set up on Delta Math. And they technically aren't due until May, but I have broken them down into modules just to keep you going so that you don't fall too far behind. And I've put benchmark dates in here so that by April 24th you really should have this first module done. By May 1st you really should have this second module done. By May the 8th you should have finished all of the modules for the trig unit. And I'll be populating the rest of this schedule for you as this stuff is finalized. That's the assignments, guys. That's how things are going to work. Hopefully this makes a lot of sense. Should be self-explanatory. There's been a lot of questions about grades. According to the guidance that has now been released, seniors, everybody, if you were passing by on March 13th when we went home for this extended break, you have passed third quarter. If for whatever reason you were not passing as of March 13th, you will be getting a phone call from me, and we're going to see what we need to do to get that grade up to a passing. Going forward, what happens with fourth quarter? That is still evolving. As of this point, we have not been given definitive answers, and yes, I know we start this on Monday. So we're just going to keep track of the assignments that you're doing, and when the county tells us exactly how to do grades, we shall do grades. If at any point throughout these next few weeks and you're wondering how you're doing, if you are passing or what your grade might be, shoot me an email and we'll set up a time to talk about it. I will probably set up PowerSchool so that I can just enter in assignments that you have completed. I will not put any kind of grade on those. I will just indicate that those have been completed, just so you can keep an idea of how you're doing, help you to keep track of things. So that's it. Stay safe the next few days. See you on Monday. Good luck with everything. I'm here via email anytime you need me. that's actually the best way to get in touch with me, will be via email. Some people have had some remind messages, don't always see those and don't get to those in a timely fashion. So email me when you have an issue. So take care. See you soon.